Hey there, I'm going to show you how to cook some fish. Alright, first we're starting out with a cast iron skillet pan. Next best thing to making fish outside of the grill. Got some olive oil in there with some salt, pepper, and I'm currently simmering some onions on there to flavor the oil there. My next ingredients are some farm-raised fresh tilapia fillets. They say this is the Jesus fish, the fish that Jesus fed the multitudes, but obviously we have no proof of that. Probably just a marketing ploy. And then we have some delicious looking, colorful, fresh cut veggies. Actually, the veggies are going to take longer to cook than the fish, so I'm going to throw those in next. Notice I got the pan nice and hot, onions are simmering, in goes the veggies. Toss those around a little bit. Get it mixed in nice with that oil. Get it seasoned a little bit. The other reason I put the onions in first too is they take a little longer to cook. Soften up a little bit, so that's why they're in there. Also, they season that oil up. You notice my oven is going to be set on about medium high. And let's take a look at the time. It's 3:44. We'll see how long this takes total to make those. Shouldn't take very long. So what we're going to do is we're going to cook these veggies off a little bit before we throw the fish in. Because like I said, you want to overcook fish. So the longer that you let the veggies cook ahead of time, you won't burn your fish and it'll all be done at the same time. And of course, the veggies are more nutritious when they're not overcooked, so we're going to try really hard not to do that, although sometimes it's not easy. Or excuse me, sometimes it is easy to overcook the veggies. So we just want to get them, just a little soft, but not too soft. Doesn't that look tasty? Great thing about this cast iron pan is it just seems to really lock in the flavor versus Teflon, or like I said, it's the next best thing after the grill. So I just thought I'd do this for fun. This would be really hard to do on the grill with all these cut up veggies. Basically, you just want to keep tossing and turning this. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw over a cover just to keep some of that steam in. Let them steam a little bit, and they're going to simmer too. They're in the pan at the same time, so that steam will lock in the flavors and help them cook get a little softer. Meanwhile, the fish, you can see I seasoned that with this Canadian steak seasoning by Weber. I like that a lot. It's exactly the same thing. If you go to the store and you find that their competitor would be, I think it's Schillings. It's called Montreal steak seasoning. So Montreal's in Canada, and so is this. But it's got a really nice blend of herbs that I really enjoy. You can see this big shaker I got at Sam's Club, pretty cheap. The next thing I seasoned the fish with was Lowry's seasoning salt. This is very potent, so just lightly season it. And if you don't like a little salt to your fish, then I would suggest not using it at all, or just really using it lightly because it's pretty potent. The veggies are a blend of carrots, broccoli, yellow peppers, mushrooms, and of course the onions. Because those veggies are getting pretty nice and soft, I think it's about time to throw the fish in. I'm going to push these off to the side, make a little hole here. I'm going to stick those fish fillets right in there, and within about 2 minutes they're going to be done. And in less than 10 minutes or 5 minutes here, we're going to have a pretty decent meal here. Fish is going to cook really fast. It's not very thick. This tilapia, I worked in the meat market for in a grocery store for over 20 years. I worked in the meat market for somewhere around 15 to 17 years. And the tilapia is one of my favorite fish. just because it's kind of like cod, but it's a little firmer. That's a little sweeter tasting. The cod can kind of dry out a little more, but it's really close to what cod is. But like I said, it's going to stick together a little better, a little easier to cook. So this I don't want to steam. I just want to let the bottom of that hot pan kind of sear it, and that's the way we're going to cook it. This will take about 2 minutes aside, I'm guessing. Here's my phone. Not going to answer it. So just to recap on everything in here, the other thing I'll do is I'll use a fresh cut lemon. I think I'll cut that up right now. Here's a nice little lemon, isn't that cute? We're going to cut it right in half. One-handed. I don't know if this will work. Aha! There we go. So I'm just going to take that lemon, I'm going to squirt that into the pan while it's cooking over that fish. Tilapia's been on that side for a couple minutes. It's time to turn it. You can see how white it is already. Like I said, this cooks really, really fast. So I definitely recommend when you cook fish like this, see how it's staying together too, it's not completely falling apart, like cod probably would. Maybe I'm just really good with the spatula too. But there you have it. Steamed grilled veggies, seasoned, and some tilapia fillets. Hope you enjoy watching the video. And like I said, use your timer when you cook that fish, 2 minutes aside. Otherwise, you'll overcook your fish. Peace out.